This is a reaction video to CNN piece that I just kind of was going through the feed and saw, and I wanted to do a reaction on it, and it's pretty distressing, and the subject matter is very, very distressing. So I'd recommend at this point, again, this came out on CNN, so it's definitely family safe, but it's a very sensitive topic, and um, I want to share this video with you because I think we as Americans, we all need to be aware of certain things in the world and be on point with what's going on and keep our eyes open. Keep our eyes open, all right? Because this is,
the video, but first, give us some context on what we're about. You're going to show us the video, but first, give us some context on what we're about to see.
Yeah. Give me some context.
Yes, Jake, this is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles. Okay. She claimed in her lawsuit that she was physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically. Really, Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing. So let's take a look.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says, as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can then be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The video hasn't been seen publicly before and comes on the heels of a series of civil lawsuits alleging Combs' involvement in sex trafficking and sexual abuse. Allegations that Combs has repeatedly denied.
Yeah, because I've heard a lot of stuff lately in the media,
in Los Angeles and Miami in
didn't really pay attention
as part of an ongoing federal investigation carried out by a team that specializes in human trafficking crimes. In a December 2023 statement, Combs responded to the claims in some of the lawsuits, saying, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged."
Now, that Instagram post from Diddy was back.
That's pretty graphic and pretty horrible. That's pretty strong. That's those are strong allegations, and now there's some video. I mean, it doesn't really look good for Mr. Combs at all. That doesn't look good for him at all.
in December. That was not in relation directly to Cassie. It was referencing many of these allegations and lawsuits that he faces. Now, I have reached out to Diddy's team. We have not heard back from them today. But, Jake, I do want to point out there was a settlement deal between Diddy and Cassie. So neither of them can speak. But, again, we're still waiting to hear back from his team. Now, a really great point that you brought up top, Jake, was what is going on in Diddy's world, right? We've all heard stories.
Okay, so there's that. But then, well, let's see this.
Curious would it be if they witnessed an assault, did not report it, and then accepted money to basically disappear the security footage?
Well, there's
From
certainly
216
question
to
of
now,
negligence on the hotel's
where'd this footage come
part. And
from?
by the way, this just didn't happen in a hotel in LA. These kinds of incidents have been happening in hotels in Manhattan and in Miami Beach as well. So there presumably could be other video, because all these hotels have cameras. There presumably could be other video out there. And in addition, a couple of the other lawsuits that have been filed against him allege that that there is video evidence. And that is exactly what authorities were trying to get their hands on when they.
Well, then after all that, okay, then
That he also was engaged with sex trafficking minors, which is a very far more serious crime because of their age, and also the fact that he has all this other
So I
video
was willing
evidence that he was
to definitely give him the
allegedly
benefit of
committing
the
these
doubt.
kinds of offenses.
Julie K. Brown and
Until-
John Miller, thanks to both of you. If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence and need help, you can call the domestic violence hotline. That number is 800-799-SAFE. That's 800-799-7233.
It's so difficult to reflect on
until this came up.
darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Wow,
I take full
he totally admits it.
responsibility for my actions in that video.
look at that.
I'm disgusted.
He accepts complete and total
was disgusted then when I
responsibility
did it. I'm
for the actions in the
disgusted now.
video. Wow.
I went
That's
and I
heavy.
sought out professional help. Now they're going to therapy, they're going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
May God forgive you.
I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Wow.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
So you don't want forgiveness, huh?
You're going to show us the video, but first, give us some context on what we're about to.
Wow. That's heavy duty. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. We see the hotel footage. We see him admitting to what was in the content of the video. That's a lot. I hate to say it, but it's not looking good for Sean Puppy Combs. It's not looking for good. It's not looking good for him at all. Nope. And on that note, give the video a like and a subscribe. You want to see more content like this or other content? By all means, like, subscribe, and I will see you again in the next one.